We're back again. Don Mahmood, Chris Thomas.
The brand maker.
Yep. Today we're going to be talking about work-life balance and the.
And that's a great subject.
Yep. And then the importance of loving what you do, because I think basically that's where it all starts from. Because if you don't like what you're doing, you're not going to be very happy. You may not go too far. There's way too many people that are kind of stuck in a rut. That it's the same cycle, same routine every day, and you're not happy.
Absolutely, man. I mean, we have to love what we do.
Yeah.
We have to. Because, the thing about it is that, even we're talking about work-life balance, we're speaking about food. We're either going to, food's going to do one of two things to us. It's either going to heal us or it's going to kill us. It's either going to kill us immediately or kill us 5, 10, 20 years down the line. So, that's why, taking time out to eat right, taking time out to rest right. And actually, there was a crazy article that I saw, read just a while back that, even they're even thinking that 6 hours is not even enough. You might as well not go to sleep at all. If you're not getting at least 6 hours, if you're not getting over 6 hours of sleep, 6 hours is not even enough.
I saw that headline somewhere. I don't remember if I read the article or not, but
yeah.
I think I saw it on.
Yeah, it was on itsCity magazine.
Yeah. I got one of the e-blasts, and then read it through there. Okay.
Yeah. So it was an interesting article. I mean, and it's so much to that because it depends on what type of work we're doing.
Do you recall that article? Like, can you talk a little bit about that? Because I always thought even 4 or 5 hours would be enough because it's not really the quantity, but more so the quality.
Well,
kind of like when you get like a power nap, and you're ready to go for the whole day.
Yeah, but that's just for that particular moment.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about, we're thinking about life. Let's take a computer, for an example. I mean, it's necessary for a computer to shut down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you get your alerts and your upgrades and updates, to the PCs and everything else. And so it needs to, so when we as humans, that rest time is for us to power down, to get back in sync, and everything else. So, rest is very important. There's a difference between rest and also sleeping, So.
Right. And I think work-life balance is more so the aspect we're going to be talking about is from an entrepreneur standpoint when you own your own business, whether it's a single location or a conglomerate. That's one of the toughest things to do is being able to balance your personal life and your professional life.
Yeah.
And then, you're going to be around, at least, take it from my perspective, I'm around my business all the time. If I didn't like what I did, I would be so miserable. And even at times when things get stressful and stuff like that, that's the only thing that makes you kind of carry forward is because you like what you do. And being able to be flexible with your timing, at least with my timing, when I have to go spend time with my kids, pick them up from school or run errands, do this or that, I'm able to do that because I'm running my own business, and those little moments is how I use that time to spend time with them.
Sure. I mean, but the thing about it is that it depends on which type of business and industry that we're running. Time with family, rest, or time for ourselves. Self enjoyment, productivity. Whatever that needs and how to look like. Still giving back. To the future, developing ourselves. I mean, we need to make time. For all of that. So it's all important. It's going to help make us a more well-rounded entrepreneur.
Right.
And if we're working with clients, that's a whole another part. Our clients need us to be the best that we are. That's why they're paying consultants to do what they do. Or whatever it is. If we're serving them in any form or fashion, whether it's the restaurant industry or consulting. I mean, we're serving our clients, so they need us to be at our best. So
and know what we're talking about, and then be able to perform, even if we have everything in place. If you can't perform on it because you have so many other personal issues that you may need to take care of because you're not balancing out what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Again, going back to the rest, what you were talking about.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's the fitness going with you?
Fitness. I think last time
You lost a few pounds.
maybe about 5 or 6.
Okay, I can see it.
I'm trying to, live healthy.
Yeah.
One of my students is actually my nutritionist, and she's been helping me out, making sure I don't eat the wrong foods or eat too much and things like that. So it was really nice. She started getting me these wheat bread sandwiches with boiled eggs and avocados for breakfast. So.
Okay. I love avocado. I'm just allergic to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want some?
It gives me. I love the taste and I love what it actually does. But the thing about it, it gives me a little tingly feeling in the back of my throat. It's just, and it's a little bit. It's more on the overbearing side, but it's just more irritating than anything else.
Anything like Hitch and Will Smith and Hitch?
Not that extreme. Not that extreme. So work-life balance also. It has a lot to do with our overall happiness.
Yeah, and I think that's very a personal thing too, because all of us are so different. That balance is different, Yeah, are we acceptance to change? Are we able to do what needs to be done and have the flexibility without having so much stress put on ourselves? If you have employees that you're watching out for, if there's any changes in employees or operations needs to change, how does that really affect you? Do you kind of like shut down, or do you take the stress and like, oh my God, I don't know what to do? And the thing is, life is too precious to really be wasting on anything. So you have to have things planned out. You have to have a goal, a vision, and then have a plan laid out, how you're utilizing each and every moment to the best of your ability. Because again, if you want to balance out your life with the personal and the business, you have to know what you're doing at any given moment, right? I know what I need to do, 3 weeks from now at 2:15 on Saturday. Yeah, you might have some, schedule changes, something might happen, this, that, whatever, but you have to have an overall idea of where you're going, and it's okay to, change your mind, change plans, it's fine, but you want to be able to enjoy the journey. Too many people focus on, and if it's the money that you want to focus on, and I gotta have this Lamborghini, this mansion, this, that, whatever, that's fine. You've identified what your wants are, right? So that's good. You know what your wants are. Now you focus on what you need to do to achieve those wants. So if you focus on the needs after you've identified your wants, then the wants will take care of themselves if you focus on the needs.
Yeah, I mean,
what needs to happen in order for X to be completed,
The journey is important, and work-life balance is also important, so you won't continue looking like a bum. But I see you got you a fresh haircut.
Yep. Miss Sherry took care of me once again. I think last time around I had her, take care of the fade and make it look all nice.
She did a good job. Yeah.
Yep.
It was Supercuts.
Yeah, well, she's at Supercuts, but she had her own salon in Ohio, and when she moved down over here, hopefully we're going to be working with her on her being a personal stylist. So I actually had a pretty good conversation with her earlier today about that.
That's great. Shout out to Miss Sherry.
Yep.
She actually smoothed my head out a little bit too.
Yep.
Don said earlier that he could
Nice
see what
and
I was
shiny.
thinking. So
Nice and shiny. We can go bowling afterwards.
Work-life balance. So we talked about work-life balance, happiness. Now, many people think about, well, how does all of that roll into success? Of it, because it depends on what each individual
how do you
identify as success.
Exactly. How do you define success? Again, to some people, success may be the money, the glamour, the fame, fancy cars, big house, and all that kind of stuff. But there's so many people that I know that are really wealthy financially, but they're not happy at all, right? But you have to learn to enjoy the journey and again, identify what you're wanting in life and work your ass off to go get it, and then be content, and then keep working towards your goal. And again, it's okay to change your mind, change your plan. You don't have to set out, because the way my thinking was when I first started off in business is entirely different 20 years later now. So you learn, you adapt, be acceptance to change, and then you only live once, so you got to be fearless and keep moving forward.
Fearless is real important.
Yep.
And the people who think about, well, how does that bring in the money? You know what I'm saying? So by being well balanced, you're going to attract the money. Because it was crazy. I was reading an article that over 80% of Americans, we'll say Americans, don't even enjoy what they do as far as work-wise.
Yeah, living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. And that's scary.
Yeah.
That is very scary.
Yeah.
That is very
way
scary.
Too much. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to even get into that.
80%? Man.
And so many people that I come across, they're like, they have dreams, they have aspirations, they want to do more, but they just lack the guidance or courage, because a lot of times when you do want to do something on your own, those that are closest to you are the ones that kind of put, you don't want to. You have something solid. You're making this $500 a week or $1,000 a week. Why do you want to risk it all to go on to something else? So you get a lot of naysayers that are close to you, but you got to be brave. It's okay to make mistakes, and as long as you're learning from them, keep moving forward, and don't make the same mistake again and again. Everything falls into place.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's time to enjoy the journey, and that's what you're going to get from Workaholics Anonymous.
Yep.
So follow the hashtag, follow the story. Until next time, have a fantastic day.
Take care.